Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
This is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop him from trying again the rest of this game.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Stafford on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
That'll be caught by Kupp. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field what we're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown. Look out. You've won the mental. The game, and that may carry over for you.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it And call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And some room to work. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Tutu Atwell.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been off to the races already, a 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Caught on the slant. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Michelle will score. Touchdown, Chargers. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Chargers had 6 and 9 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
He's got room past the 30. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, Stafford here. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
DeAndre Carter on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Again, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Out of the gun, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
As the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He was brought down by Michael Davis. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, But I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Stafford's pass complete to the quarterback. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Throwing is Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because
no touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 30 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From the 29, Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there. I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Roll some guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Flush to his right. And he's He's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. That close on third down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They're running it. It's Michel fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards there for number 15. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Henderson running straight ahead. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Stafford's throw is complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Once more with Henderson.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
On the sneak at Stafford, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run once more with Henderson. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Here comes Carter. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return,
and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And Allen's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Herbert going to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today, and really